What's up YouTube? Today we're talking about whole house water filtration systems and how they affect the pressure of the water in your house. Maybe you're thinking about putting one of these in. Maybe you already did. Maybe you watched my video on how to do that. Thank you if you did. Now I have my system here and I have one hose spigot going outside before it goes through my filter system. So today I'm going to use one of these gauges that I just attach to my spigots and it'll show me the pressure of my water. So I'm going to measure this before it goes into the system, and then I have another spigot on the back of my house that'll be after it goes through the system, and we'll see what the difference is. Now before I put this in, I did measure my pressure and I think it was around 80. I'm going to check again. But that's a good pressure to have, around 70 to 80. If you get into the 90s, you probably want to have a pressure reducing valve put in your house. But anything around 70, even 60s, I mean, not horrible, but you really want 70 to 80 as kind of your sweet spot for if you have multiple people using different faucets or showers at the same time, then it can really keep up with that flow. So like I said, the first one I'm going to do is in the front of my house here. Look at that nice retaining wall. Wow. Anyway, front of my house, this is before it goes through the filter system, and I'll leave a link for this in the description if you want to get one of these. But basically it has just a little washer and it just screws on to your spigot. Make sure it's not leaking. Let's see what we got here. Make sure it's on all the way, and it's upside down. There we go, we're at about 75, 70, it's going down. Wait till it levels off. Yeah, it's about 70, a little more than 70, between 70 and 75. All right, so this is my backyard spigot. Don't mind the mess, I'm redoing my patio. So this is after my filter system. Also after a ton of 90s, so you know that does play a role a little bit. You're gonna get just slightly less pressure just from that. But we'll see what we get here after the filter system. And that is the same. So now I've turned on my inside kitchen faucet, and now we're at about 65. So this is as it's going through the filter, it dropped it to 65. So now I'm going to see, does my front one change that much with my kitchen faucet on? I'm back out to my front faucet. This is, remember, pre-filter, and I have my kitchen faucet on, so we'll see if it changes as much. Ooh, this is higher. What's going down? Hold on. All right, so this has leveled out. It was a little high at first, but so this is showing 70. Remember, the back after filter with the faucet on showed 65. So we are losing about 5 psi when it is filtering. So my findings do estimate there's about 5 psi drop from going through my pre-filter and my 3-stage filter system. Now, depending on how many faucets or everything else is going to be used, you know, at the same time, that can also add to lower pressure, as you saw. So knowing that I lost 5 pounds of pressure, what can I do about it? So for my case, I have a 3/4 line copper coming in here. But then for some reason it goes to 1/2 inch copper. So I could change this out to be just straight 3/4 copper. I guess they put this in maybe to adjust the pressure just a little bit. At some point they thought it was too high. If the line coming into your house is not already 3/4 copper, you could upsize that. That would be pretty expensive unless you can get your water company to pay for it, which that would be nice. But one note on that, if you do have your water company replace your main line, I had a friend of mine do that, and he was getting low pressure after they replaced it. Well, it turns out they didn't turn the shutoff valve on all the way. They turned it on like halfway. So if you're getting low pressure, the first thing you should do is check your water main at the street or in your yard, wherever it is, and just see if your main line is turned on all the way. So, pro tip, leave a comment if you have any other suggestions of how to raise your water pressure. As far as measuring your water pressure, they do have smart valves that are a little bit pricey, and I thought about getting one, but they just, I don't know, it seems like a lot of them that are digital don't have like a physical shut off, which I really want unless you get the Moen one. But then the Moen one is like a subscription to like use it, so I don't really like that. So I haven't really found one that I really like that has a physical shut off, no subscription, but also digital readout. So I do have, you know, my just straight analog one here with the water sensor. You know, that's a great shut off option that I put in. But other than that, I'm still waiting for something with a physical shutoff valve that I really like that can also give me that digital data. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions. And if you're interested in how to install one of these, I do have a full video on it, so check that out. And see you next time.